Ms Celine Heron, who hails from Burdekinshire in far north Queensland, had a scholarship from the Australian Indigenous Education Foundation, and that became the pathway for her to a stunning list of tertiary education accomplishments, a Bachelor of International Studies at UNSW, and then opportunities to spread her wings, learn more at the universities in New Zealand and at Trinity College in Dublin. Welcome, Celine.
Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land of which I stand on today, the Gadigal people, and pay my respects to Indigenous elders past, present and future. Also extending those respects to any Indigenous peoples in attendance today. As introduced, my name is Celine Heron and my mob is from Juru country in rural North Queensland. I'm currently a postgraduate student at the University of New South Wales and a recipient of an AIEF scholarship. Thank you, MessageStick, for the invitation to speak today and providing me the opportunity to share my story with everyone in attendance. Before I came here to university in Sydney, I was a boarding student at St Peter's Lutheran College in Brisbane for my senior years of high school as an AIEF student scholarship. This decision was one I made with a lot of anticipation for new opportunities ahead, but obviously moving away from home and from family held a lot of issues that I encountered on my own. Having support at boarding school definitely improved my experience away from home and actually gave me the pathways to decide tertiary interstate study was the option for me. Looking back on things now, I'm very fond of my time at boarding school and so delighted to know that it was a momentous decision that led me to the position I'm in now. Being so removed from my Melbourne country has placed me in a spot of disconnect, but I'm lucky enough to frequently have visits from my family and even visit home, although recent COVID restrictions have challenged those freedoms lately. I know that my connection is strong and I'm always yearning to be at home, but I can always relate things every day to my life here as it is in home. Even though I feel comfortable in Sydney and I've established myself here, being at home on country is a feeling I'll always yearn for. For now, I'm settling into postgraduate studies and moving straight into a path to see where it takes me. Whoa. Without a doubt, I would not have had the opportunities and experiences I've had so far without taking the path of education. I decided on this postgraduate study of Master of Development Studies to get me head into a specialised field, so because this will be new to me, I can't wholeheartedly state where my future career will be headed. What I know for certain is I hope I can enter a professional field that caters and merges my heritage and connection with my educational accomplishments, where I can support Indigenous peoples and empower those communities that need it. In this event today, the anniversary of the apology means a great many things to me. I know it to be seen as a milestone in Australian history of recognition and accountability for the Indigenous Australians and oppressions and injustices endured by the stolen generation at the hands of the Australian government. I know it should have occurred sooner, and I hope that it helps in healing from now on. But with each anniversary, the oppression and the injustices are still ongoing and impacting Indigenous lives today and will continue to impact Indigenous lives in the future until substantive reform and change is implemented for Indigenous people and most importantly by Indigenous peoples. To me, the anniversary means that it's just a statement until it's backed by actions, but in recognition and accountability, it's a step towards change. Again, I'd like to thank MessageStick for the opportunity to be heard today, and I hope that we can move into this next year where we have healing and we intend to create change for the rest of the year and for Indigenous peoples in our present and in our future. Thank you.